All right, Kristen, hear
All
me
right.
out.
All right.
If all the NFL football teams mascots were in a fighting tournament, which team would win? Like that, like the actual, if it's a Baltimore Ravens, like the actual Ravens, fighting against I don't know
Hmm. That's a
Cowboys.
good. That's a good one. Um. So what would the Browns be?
Dead.
Oh, it's just like what exactly is their mascot? It's like a brown dot or some shit. Like
I
it's just
guess.
the Browns. Yeah, who's another team that like has a weird like mascot?
Dolphin. Well, Dolphins they probably went last.
Yeah, they probably won't have too much of a chance outside of
Commanders.
water. The who?
Commanders. I'm
Commanders.
thinking like,
Well, Commanders would be good.
I mean, against like Panthers and Lions and
Yeah,
Viking.
you wouldn't trust the Commander against those.
Well, it depends how many there were, I guess. What is it, like a 3v3, or do you think like
Well, bro, you already know what I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna go straight Cowboys, bro.
you think the Cowboys
The
going an
the
actual Cowboy is gonna be I don't know.
human intellect, bro, guy. I'm about to go over there, hit him with lassos and wrangle up some whatever the hell it needs to be wrangled.
And what about Texans?
What about him?
What are they just are they regular just Texans like me and you or like
I have no fucking idea.
are they
I have no idea. Um, you got the Buffalo Bills, Ravens,
49ers?
49.
See?
What is 49ers?
Aren't they like miners?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it has something to do with gold.
Okay, and then Saints.
Isn't that like something you pray to or something?
So you talking about like an actual Saint? Like,
I guess I don't know.
well, they're gonna lose. I got the power of God on my side. Take this, take
What
this
are
revolver to this face.
you got
Um,
Steelers? What are they?
I thought they were miners. Well, like, aren't they like for gold and not gold, but for oil?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't see how that would be effective in a fight. Um, hmm?
Chargers. Chargers.
Chargers.
You got iPhone chargers up in there or something?
Shit, they got a giant lightning bolt inside their helmet, so shit, probably. I don't know,
Realist,
man.
realistically, I think it. So you think it would be a human or animal that comes up on top?
Probably human.
Because the humans, you got the Patriots,
Oh, you got the Patriots too.
uh, the, the the Titans, the Texans, the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Giants, the Cowboys, Commanders, Vikings.
You
I
said the
guess Packers.
Giants?
But I mean, the Giants would probably win if they're like actual Giants.
Yeah, the actual Giants. Packers. I thought Packers was like mice.
Someone fact check us.
Like
Yeah,
I'm thinking about like what is it? Like there's I know the cheeseheads.
I know they're called cheeseheads, but I thought
Yeah,
it was because of Wisconsin and like cheese and whatnot.
I don't know. But what the hell is a Packer?
Is that what you do before you take a trip?
You pack?
The professional Packers, bro.
Okay. You
Like
got you got Lions, Seahawks, freaking
you got the
Panthers.
Buccaneers.
Oh, fucking Pirates.
Yeah, basically.
I, well, they lose.
I don't think any of the horses would survive, like Broncos.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah. Well, you can use the Cowboys can use the horses to, to
Colts.
help them take down the other stuff.
Probably not the birds either, right?
Yeah, I don't see no birds winning either. It would literally have to be like either man or like actual animals like beasts.
You're part of the cat family
You got
because
the
you got
bears.
Jaguars, Lions, Panthers, Bears. You said big, and
Bear,
the Cincinnati is it Bengals.
the Bengals. Bengals ain't gonna win. Unfortunately, they're not gonna win.
I honestly, but I don't know if it was actual Giants.
Yeah, that's a good one. But Giants are slow.
True.
Well,
But
depending on what kind of Giants we're thinking about. If we're thinking about like Titans. Oh man, Titans. If the Titans are like the Titans and fucking Attack on Titan, Titans might win all the way.
I mean, so wait, what's the difference between a Titan and Giant then?
I don't know. That's a good question. The
I'm,
Titans have like abilities and Giants are just huge.
yeah, I feel like Titans. It kind of makes me feel more like they're more
Like
vicious.
like complex or yeah, more vicious, more ruthless.
Yeah, and Giants can just be like,
No, FIFA full pump.
yeah.
I'm
So
about to take a dump. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, so either a Titan or if we want to talk about like man, I would probably say I'm thinking like Cowboy is kind of like I was gonna say it's probably the most advanced out of all of them, but you're talking about hmm, I still want to know what a Texan would be. Maybe a Texan would be like the bull because their T is in the shape of the bull, right? No, yes. You like froze for a second there. I don't know
no,
what happened.
you froze for a second there, bro.
I was like, you just like.
Yeah, I just got a thing that says your internet connection is unstable.
See, that's your internet connection, not my internet connection.
This house supposed to be 3 times faster, bro.
Yeah, but you're in a whole totally different. Like you're upstairs from the router.
Oh, true, true.
Y'all don't have a Does it not have the little cord and a little plug-in in your wall?
Like in this room?
Yeah,
I don't know.
you
Maybe.
haven't. You never looked.
I know.
That would probably make it a lot quicker on your end. But but yeah, like I was talking about what exactly is
Texan.
the Texan. Like it technically wouldn't they just be a bull? I think Vic froze again. Sorry guys. We'll wait for him to come back momentarily. Well, welcome back, Vic. I was having a whole conversation with myself, waiting for your return.
I'm trying to see if I can prioritize this device.
Let me know how that goes.
My bad. We still recording?
Yeah, it's still recording now. It's still going.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. I think it's this one.
I'm sorry, guys. If it looks like I'm looking to the side, it's because I have a monitor right here, and that's I'm looking at Vic. So if you ever see me look sideways, that's why I'm looking sideways.
Yeah, I think I prioritized it, but I don't know because all my shit's like.
Yeah, I can't see nothing, bro. I don't think that's where you have to turn down your brightness, bro, to show me what you're doing. See, look at you. You're learning. Oh, nope. Never mind. Just forget about it, Vic. I got you.
Okay, we should be good now.
We'll see if you freeze again. Which weird. You didn't freeze last week.
I know that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Hmm. Anyways, yeah, it seems like every time we talk about Texans, that's when it just freezes.
I'm just kidding. No, but you already said you want to go one more time
Yeah, go where one more time.
to talk about the Texans.
Yeah, I was saying like the Texans. What exactly are they? Wouldn't they technically be like bulls or something because they're like the shape of the Texan? Like the Texan is their symbol is like the shape of a bull.
I guess. Well, what is their like? Do they have actual? Their mascot is like a bull thing, right?
That's what I thought. Like,
I
is it
think
not?
so. Yeah.
What does good old Google gonna say? What is the Texans mascot? The Toro. So yeah, it is the bull.
Oh yeah. 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 I mean,
Yep,
I
they
think he'd
won't
put up
make
a
it.
fight, but I don't think he'd win.
Yeah, Cowboys will take care of that. And you're talking about Giants and Titans. I don't. Commanders. what is that? When they say commanders, are they talking about like fucking army people or?
Yeah, I think like George Washington
Oh,
and yeah.
I'm going. That makes sense.
The
I
British.
was. That's funny. Yeah,
What
I would
about
say. Well, go ahead.
what about Raiders? What are they exactly?
I don't know people who raise stuff. I thought they were like another like another type of pirate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And Chiefs,
All right. Are we
but
talking like
I don't think it.
Chiefs? I wonder what they're supposed to be. Are they supposed to be like Indian Chiefs?
I think
Or
so.
so what the
But
hell was Washington Redskins like when they were the Redskins?
well, that was apparently an offensive term.
Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure it is pretty offensive. It sounds offensive. It's
But
calling somebody a redskin. It's just
I guess Chief. I don't know. I don't know. That whole nonsense. Well, not nonsense. I
dang, you call it nonsense, Vic. That's how you feel. Tell me how you really feel.
don't know.
All that nonsense.
I guess it's not as bad as a term. I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just fucked up the thing a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. Cool. Well, yes, my final answer. Are you frozen again? Oh my god. This is just gonna be, guys, get ready for a long ass podcast because Vic's gonna keep freezing as you can see now. Eventually he'll come back and be like, oh, my internet. Oh. He probably, I don't know what kind of internet he got. I think he has AT&T or maybe Spectrum. I had both of them, never had problems with them. So I don't know. Come on, Vic. You can do it. Welcome back, Vic.
My bad. I'm having some internet issues, but we should all be good now.
For now. So yeah, so anyways, I guess with the question, who's your final answer? Let's just go with that. What's your final answer?
Yeah, I'd have to stick with the Titans.
Yeah, I'll probably go with the Titans too. Just, you know, if we're talking about the Titans, I'm thinking about they some beast.
I haven't even seen that show completely, but I've
Yes,
seen one episode. That's enough to know that
they crazy.
they're crazy.
But that's our final answer. There's how many teams? 32 teams.
Correct.
Yes. So it's 32 teams. You guys let us know what you think in the comments below. Who do you think will win out of all the mascots? Would it be your favorite Browns, or would it be your favorite the Dolphins? And let us comment below. Let us know why. And yeah. So, Vicky, ready to get into the podcast?
Let's do this.
All right, getting the podcast started in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy Chris.
This is Vic.
And welcome to Now Hear Me Out. This is episode number 63, and welcome to the podcast. If you guys are listening right now, make sure you click on that like, subscribe button, and click on that bell notification so every time we post, you get notified. So, Vic, you have any updates for the week?
Let's see. What did I do this week? I was mostly just involved a lot of unpacking. Obviously, like I'm still going through that. It's been a slow process.
Okay.
But we'll get in there, organizing everything, making it look all nice. Been trying to get a trash can. I had to call, I called the city, try to get a trash can, and then they were like, oh, you need to call this other number. Call this other number. They were like, we're getting a lot of new requests in, so
They like
you
call
know,
the
I'm gonna
city.
hold.
The city tells you to call the constable. The constable's
Yeah,
like,
I finally got a hold of them, so I should be getting my trash cans on Friday,
okay.
finally. Um, but yeah, and then this past weekend, we went on our annual Friends trip.
Yep, we sure did.
Friends trip 2022. We went to Temple, Texas.
We went to Mobile, Alabama. I just they go Temple, Texas.
A little well, it's like a lake house, right? What you say?
Yeah, I would say it's like a lake house.
It was Probably, I think the best Airbnb that I stayed at.
Yes, I would say probably the same. That like from this one, and honestly, even last year's was really nice when we stayed in the cabin. That
Yeah,
was
that
really
one was
nice
nice.
too. But I would say this one probably definitely tops that. It was a
Hmm.
really nice Airbnb.
Yeah, like the last one I stayed at with the when I went on a bachelor's party, that one was pretty nice. But I think this one took the edge just by a little bit, just because it had an amazing view.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd give it that. Like the
That
view
view, that view was crazy. I just like every aspect of that place. Is
on the ping pong table and everything.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that was fun. The little words. Kayaked. I was gonna say canoeing. We kayaked a little bit. Played ping pong. Just had a good time. It was good.
It was great.
So what else did? Oh, my other update is because we went Friday and we came back Sunday, and so when I went to work on Monday, I was looking like through my emails from the Friday. I was like, I saw one that's talking about like a pay increase.
Oh, okay.
Boy, your boy got a dollar raise.
Hey, congratulations, bro.
I know, thanks. They're trying to make me stay, but
Will I stay or will I go?
wait till they find out I'm not even in there. I'm not even
Right?
living
You're not in the like I was gonna say that state, but in that city.
now. Well, yeah. Besides that, that's about probably about the only updates I have. What about you?
I don't really have many updates either. My week is going pretty well. We were really just kind of just getting ready for the trip, so we went to the trip. That was all fun. I would say that one thing about the Airbnb is that like this host, they thought about everything. Like if you forgot it, they had it. It was just
Hmm.
that good. Walking in and they had like a thank you card almost like a
Oh
greetings
yeah,
and hello friends and this and that. They had gave us complimentary wine and it was just you know it was crazy. It was amazing.
it
Great
was.
time, plenty great memories. Kayla came up with some amazing games. Ali came up with some amazing games. Um, Scavenger hunt, like so. Kayla came up with scavenger hunt. Let me tell you about the scavenger hunt. Your boy got in his feels. I was in my feels big time on the scavenger hunt, and the reason I was in my feels was because I feel like I should have won. I definitely felt like I should have won, bro. And me and Kayla like legit had to have a conversation about it. It was funny, but like at the time, I was just my biggest thing. The reason I like to win is because I'm not a boaster. I don't know if you ever noticed that. I'm not too much in people's face when I win, but my thing is I like to shut people up when they win. Like I know the people who win, like they're very loud and like
Oh yeah.
obnoxious. I hate that so much. So when I try to win, I try to do it just so I can keep those people from winning. And unfortunately, we just had to get the two loudest people to win the fucking game. And I was like, it was like two opportunities I should have won that game. I was just like over it. Um, I was like, how is this? How did this answer not count? But this one did. It was just the soap one killed me, bro. You know that killed me. But other than that, Kayla did a great job hosting, coming up with those games.
Shout out to
That's
her for
that's a
sure.
lot. That's a lot to do, and having to
Hmm.
deal with people like me and all the other group, the whole group of people.
Yeah, because
That's
we got some competitive people too in our group. So
very competitive. Um, so dealing with all that, and she did an amazing job. So thank you, babe. Allie did an amazing job coming up with some crazy games and some great prizes, and you
they're
know,
finding the Airbnb.
yeah, and finding the Airbnb. So she found this one. She found the one last year. That girl be on it.
She
So
be
I
on it.
I think next year she was talking about probably doing like some Colorado trip or something like that. I think that'd be awesome.
That sounds fun.
Um, yeah. So and then trying to make it longer also. So we've been doing this like 2-3 day thing. We want to try next time to do like maybe a week. That'll be really
Oh, that'd
cool.
be that'd be cool.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, so the trip was kind of most of my update.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
yeah, but yeah, I ain't got nothing else, man.
I guess
Then
we
what?
want to hop into these stories.
Let's do
All right, first I'll go ahead and do these quick mentions. I don't know what we call this segment. The Thunder Round, or I don't know. We'll come up
Thunder
with
round, go.
it. Okay, so I'm just gonna read these. If you have anything to comment, go ahead. But these are just kind of like stories that don't have much, I guess, depth to it. So that's why we kind of just throw them out. Let us know what you guys think about it. Anyways, our planet's rotation measured in at 1.59 milliseconds short of the normal 24-hour day on June 29th. So
It's crazy. When it's just like what? How much shorter was it? It was like barely noticeable.
yeah, 1.59 milliseconds.
Yeah, who's supposed to know that? Like, so I was just like, man, something just felt off about today.
Right? Like today I got off. I feel like today I got off a little earlier than normal. No, okay, going on next one. Shakira is being charged with defrauding the Spanish treasury out of 12 million over a 3-year period between 2012 and 2014. And if found guilty, could face up to 8 years in jail and be slapped with a 23 million fine.
Oh wow,
So she,
crazy.
she over here avoiding taxes.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Next, an airline passenger in Australia was fined over $1,800 over a couple of McMuffins and his luggage.
That's just wild. I
No.
definitely don't agree with that one. and
Yeah,
and to
it's
back
crazy.
a little bit on the Shakira one before, like I didn't really comment too much on it, but the Shakira one, like it was BS because like I get it. It's kind of messed up how that rule works because I think she's like they're like, oh well, you're living in your home in Spain, I believe, for or Barcelona for
Hmm.
like 200 days out of the year, which means you have to pay our government. Or 200 days out of the course of the 3 years or something like that. But she's like, no, I've been living in the Bahamas, and they're like, but no, but we've been tracking you here. So I was like, how do they know where she's at all times when it comes to certain stuff?
Right,
And is she buying stuff here, like as far as goods and stuff, and that's how they're tracking it? But so basically, she's basically paying two different governments, but she just didn't pay one of them.
right. Which I mean, and she should have like, someone of that, stature should have like an accountant or someone that should be doing this for her.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I don't know. Still
Yeah,
kind of sucks for her though.
should be alright.
And then our last little headline here: Macy's is announcing it will launch in-store Toys R Us shops in all of its U.S. retail locations over the next several months. So it's back.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's
Which
kind
is
of
great.
been back. Apparently, it's like it was on like you could buy stuff from Toys R Us online only, but they're finally bringing the stores back. So
Which is crazy because I was like, when the Toys R Us was going away, I was like, okay, well they're going bankrupt. So like, did they now all of a sudden have enough money from these online purchases to open stores again, or I guess maybe they're just partnering with Macy's, so I guess that's where the money's coming from. Now you're gonna have old people and kids together because that's usually who
yes.
shops at Macy's is old people.
True. I mean, you ain't wrong. I guess whenever the grandparents take out the grandchildren.
It's a grand old time.
Hey, that's your go on, sign them up for marketing. But that's all I have for these a little lightning round.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're calling it.
But I guess let's hop into these actual stories. So yeah, these first three stories, I'm gonna kind of like talk about them together as in one because they're all involving something that happened at a concert. And then at the end, we'll kind of recap and let me and then tell me which one you think is worse, I guess. Okay, so the first one, a giant screen hits dancers for boy band during Hong Kong concert. So
I don't
a
know if you
backup
guys saw
dancer.
that video. That shit was wild.
So yeah, backup dancer from the Cantopop boy band Mirror is in intensive care after being a giant video panel that fell from the ceiling during a concert in Hong Kong. 5 people were injured when the panel, measuring about 4 square meters, fell onto the stage during the show at the Hong Kong Coliseum. So that's the first one. I mean, that's pretty rough,
That
honestly.
shit was wild. If y'all seen that video is crazy.
Like,
It's just all you see is the screen basically like it just fell on a guy who was dancing, and it was almost like it hit him head first too.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously he's in intensive care, but like I'm glad like it wasn't like instant death or anything like that, you know, because
Yeah.
that's I'm I don't even know how much that TV weighed, but I'm sure
The other
it was
thing,
pretty big.
yeah, they better hope. Yeah, they better hope he don't live. They about to get sued like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, no, and let's talk about how like the I think the venue is trying to sue like part of the band or whatever because they're supposed to be in charge of like making sure the setup's all good and everything. Like
What they go in there and set up the TVs?
that, I don't know. That's what
That's
it's
that,
crazy. Like
that's like us performing at the fucking Super Bowl at Cowboy Stadium and one of those giant fucking screens fall on us. Like we don't set those up. Yeah, how can you sue me for some shit that you had up before you got here?
yeah, I don't know, but someone's gonna get sued and something's gonna happen.
Someone's gotta pay.
But yeah, so that's one incident at a concert. We're going on to the next concert. Unauthorized fireworks went off at a Dua Lipa Toronto concert. All these are happening like outside of the US.
Dua Lipa.
So yeah, Dua Lipa's concert at Toronto is currently under investigation as a series of fireworks were set off by unidentified persons and resulted in three concert goers suffering minor injuries. So I
She.
mean, like she's over there just performing on stage, and then I don't know where fireworks going off, and like you know, you almost sometimes you kind of like you don't know what to expect at a concert. Like you can almost see fireworks at a concert. There probably is fireworks at some concerts, but like so I don't know. I feel like this kind of some people probably thought this was part of the concert,
Yeah, probably thought it was part of the show, which I probably would have thought it was part of the show.
right? So yeah, people were tweeting about that, and then like because people were unsure, and then yeah, I mean that's crazy. Like who? How do you even sneak in? I guess you could sneak in fireworks pretty easily, but
I
oh,
guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, Vic. Like, how easily are we talking? Is this outside? And yeah,
I don't know. True. I wonder how big these fireworks actually were, though, or like
I wonder, like, what were the people thinking when they did it? Like,
right. That's another thing. Like they thought they. I mean, they haven't been on. I don't think they've. I think they're trying to figure out who did it, but they. I mean, it's kind of hard in a constant environment when there's so many people like that around, like in such a
and they're
compact space.
and they were in Canada, man. Isn't that supposed like the nicest people in the world?
Right. All they gotta do is say I'm sorry, and they good. um,
Blowing up fireworks, eh?
and then moving on to our last concert, Kid Cudi walks off stage after being pelted with water bottles at a Rolling Loud festival. So it's funny
Mm.
because he actually replaced Kanye West as a headliner for this Miami festival.
I was probably one of those people who pelted him with a water bottle too. I'm just playing. I didn't go to the concert.
I mean, like, Kanye West backed out. They didn't tell him to not be there. So, and I think Kanye West actually went to appeared in someone else's set during the
Yeah,
concert.
so he did show up for his own set, and then he showed up for somebody else's set. Shit's wild.
I know that shit is wild. But yeah, Cuddy was performing the fourth song of his set when what appeared to be a bottle thrown from the crowd hit him square in the face. And then he goes on to say, Yo, I will walk off the stage. If you all throw one more fucking thing up here, I will leave. I will leave right now. Throw one more thing on the stage and I'll walk off. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. You will ruin it for everybody. And like almost immediately, another one. So,
It's fucked up. Don't get me wrong. It's really fucked up for them to do that. But in their defense, they came to see Kanye, and if you gave me freaking Kid Cudi for Kanye, I would probably be upset, like pretty fucking upset, because it's not like every day you get to watch Kanye, but who really wants to watch Kid Cudi like that? Like
right.
Kid Cudi
And
has
that's
a
the thing,
couple of
like,
good songs that, and he don't have that many songs I even fucking know. So just saying.
yeah, I mean, like, I'm not even dissing Kid Cudi that much, but like you can't really compare him to Kanye. The Kanye is Kanye, and he has
Yeah.
and also depending on how much of a Kanye fan you are, you know that apparently they had some beef because I think Kid Cudi was like basically Team Pete
Yeah. Oh
or
yeah.
something like that. So I'm sure that kind of played into it too, but who knows? But
And speaking about Pete, that's another thing that's in the news that we didn't actually put on here. That was supposed to be a quick mention. Um, Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian broke up,
oh
which is
yeah, they did.
super ironic because I think Pete Davidson was about to propose, but I
Yeah,
think
I read this.
yeah, but Kim Kardashian broke up with him because she said she felt like things were just going too fast and that they had too much distance and stuff like that. So she's like, "We're going too fast." And he's like, "Oh, I was about to propose," and then yeah, they
Hey,
cut that shit off. And
didn't
then
wasn't he engaged to Ariana Grande, right?
I think so. Supposedly, it looks like he gets engaged pretty quickly.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then, and then I think Kanye West went online and started posting shit about it. So I didn't get into that too much, but I'm pretty
what does
sure
he
he
call
probably
him?
said some
Skeevy or
savage shit.
whatever?
Yeah, he called him Skeet. He called Skeet, Skeet Davis. Yeah. So that shit was wild too. And there was another concert that didn't get recognized on here as well. I think it was during the Rolling. Was this the Rolling Loud concert also?
Yeah, this was Rolling Loud Festival. Yeah.
Okay, I think it at Rolling Loud Festival also. Little Dirk performed, and he had like one of the things went off in his face, and I don't know. Rolling Loud was just having issues, but I think he had like a spark or something. Something exploded and hit him in the eye, but he's okay. But yeah, that happened also.
Yeah, that's crazy. So wait, so out of these four incidents, I guess, which one is
Oh
worse?
man, what? That's not even a question, Vic. We already know that the Asian concert takes the cake.
Okay. If you had to put them in order though, going from worst to best, worst being number one.
Worst one would be, obviously the Asian concert. Um, Second one would probably be getting hit in the face with water bottles. And then third, I would say, what's the other two? Dua Lipa and Lil Durk.
Yeah. Dua Lipa had the fireworks go off.
She had the fireworks go off. I don't. Ah,
Well, yeah, I mean, that could have been worse. They were only minor injuries, but I guess I could see how that could have been worse. But
yeah, I would say probably. Actually, I'll change the order. I would say the Asian, Dua Lipa, um, Kid Cudi, and then Lil Durk.
yeah, that sounds about. I mean, Little Dirk. That I mean, he said it hit him in the eye. Is he good?
Yeah, it hit him in the eye. I know he had like posted a picture of him like patched up or his eye patched up, but they said he was gonna be okay. But
He said that.
like, but thinking about fireworks going off, obviously I think that's worse than. Uh, then I'll probably say Kid Cudi's probably last. Then
You know someone heard those fireworks and like gunshots,
yeah, most definitely.
just like every Fourth of July.
Yeah,
But yeah, yeah, I guess I kind of have to agree with you on the order.
yeah.
But
I'll probably put Kid Cudi last. Then
yeah, I mean it's a water bottle and you kind of getting disrespected.
I think I would probably just find that a little like funny. I don't think anybody lost any sleep that night, like with Kid Cudi leaving the stage.
Right? Oh no,
Shit's wild.
that shit is wild. But
But anyways, going on to our next story. Our next story has to do with Mike Tyson. So Mike Tyson is not happy about Hulu's new scripted limited series about his life. The former heavyweight champion on Saturday voiced his displeasure over Hulu's new series Mike, which debuts on August 25th and stars Trevon Rhodes from 2016's Moonlight as the famed boxer. He said, "Don't let Hulu fool you. I don't support their story about my life." Tyson wrote in an Instagram post, "They stole my life and didn't pay me." He added, "To Hulu executives, I'm just a nigger and a nigger they can sell on the auction block." Crazy.
yeah, crazy.
So, Um, I'm gonna keep reading a little bit more. So it says Hulu tried to desperately pay my brother Dana White millions without offering me $1 to promote their slave master take over story about my life. Um, he turned it down because he honors friendship and treating people with dignity. I'll never forget what he did for me, just like I'll never forget what Hulu stole from me. Hulu hasn't commented regarding Tyson's reaction. Mike is an 8. They go into what it is. So Vic, like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like, say, if I was to make a series about you, bro, and
I'd be
I didn't
honored,
get your
bro.
and I didn't get no kind of permission. You say you'd be honored now, but what if I took you and I just drag you through the mud, bro? Like Vic was a crackhead when he grew up. He was never shit, never was shit. You know what I mean? I just like slandered your name, bro. Like, how would that make you feel? Like, and I didn't ask for no rights for it. It's just I just did it.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of like, with me saying I'd be honored. I was kind of kidding because, like, I'm not worth that, like, worth making a documentary. But like, even if you weren't,
Don't
like,
say
say
that
you
about
did,
yourself, Vic.
not yet, bro. Give me a couple years. But like, say you did make a documentary about me, and you were even praising me, whatever, like hyping me up. The fact that like I wasn't getting anything from it, or you didn't ask my permission or anything like that. Yeah, that would be like, I think that would be an issue. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of making money off my story, and I'm not getting anything about it. Like,
And at that point, it's kind of like you're making money off of a story that you don't even probably even properly know.
yeah,
As
that's it.
well,
Like,
they're probably literally taking stuff that they just seen in the news or whatever it may have been, and they're creating a series based off of that.
hmm so yeah, I mean, apparently this isn't kind of like new. It's kind of like this has happened to the past to a couple other people, and it's like it's kind of crazy how corporations like the Hulu, Netflix, and stuff like that can just kind of just do this.
Yep.
Uh, I mean, I don't know how it can be changed, honestly, though.
I don't either. That's a great point. Like I don't know how they could change that. All he can do is really kind of just tell people not to support it. But I feel like sometimes when they tell people not to support stuff, it almost indirectly makes people want to support it even more. Like just to see what it's all about. Like if he didn't say nothing about the series, like would people have really even known? But it's like
Yeah,
now that you're low key kind of indirectly promoting a
yeah,
series because people are like, oh, Mike Tyson's having a series, even though Mike Tyson's not supporting it, it's still a series that's gonna be out regardless if he likes it or not. And it's like, well, I want to at least see what it's about before
right.
I, I say I
No,
support,
I
I
get
don't
it.
support.
I get exactly what you're saying. Like, so I guess we'll. I mean, you have any plans on watching there or no?
I think so.
You you a Mike Tyson fan?
I'm a Mike Tyson fan. His story is actually really interesting. From going from some of the people he just hung out with to the person he was, and heavyweight champion, bro, and biting off somebody's ear and getting that crazy tattoo, and just the dude is to where he is now. Now he's in the marijuana um companies and stuff like that, and it's just dude has an interesting ass life. He used to hang around with who's the guy from New Edition, Bobby Brown. He used to hang out with Bobby Brown a lot too, and they used to get like they had some pretty crazy like stories together. So if they added some of that stuff in there too, that would be like super crazy.
Do you think
So
like do you think it was like the Hulu just didn't want to pay him, or you think they asked, or because they didn't ask at all, right?
not that I know of. I don't think they asked him at all. I think it's just kind of just like, hey, yeah, we're gonna do this.
So you
Um,
think do you think they just thought he'd be too expensive to be like part of it, or
I don't know. I it's weird because when I heard about this show, because this isn't the first time I heard about the Mike thing.
Mhm.
I've heard about it before, and when it first was brought up, I was thinking about there was Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx that came out with an interview probably like a couple years ago talking about how he was going to be playing Mike Tyson and in one of the new films. And he described the scenes and everything like that. Sounds great. And then they come out with this one, and it's like, oh wait, this kind of just came out of nowhere, and was just not out yet. But when they started showing the trailers and stuff like that, I was like, oh, okay, well they have a different actor, and I thought he was on board. So now that it's like now he's not. Do I still want to see it? Probably. Just to check it out. I'm not a big Hulu person though. I probably have to find some other way to like watch it without using Hulu.
Me illegally watch it.
Hey man, that's neither here nor there. I did not.
Hey, you gotta
Your
do what you
words, your words, my guy.
Let me call Crime Stoppers real quick.
Hey, look, I did not say anything.
No, but I mean, I definitely feel like Mike Tyson is, his reaction is justified because they legit are just making money off of his story.
Yeah, and Mike Tyson's a legend. No matter what anybody says, that's like somebody making a freaking Muhammad Ali movie without talking to Muhammad Ali. While he's alive. That's the fucked up part. If you're doing while somebody's dead, okay, I can give you a little leeway, but the person's still here. Like, just go talk to him.
And I guess, I mean, props out to that one guy who denied to like promote it, whatever. So,
you don't know who Dana White is?
oh, well, I mean, I don't
Ah,
know. My
well,
bad.
nah, you're good. If you're not into like MMA and stuff like that, I can understand. So Dana White is like he's like the commissioner of MMA or UFC.
But Mike Tyson is definitely not one person I would want to piss off though. So
But even nowadays, he still looks fast and strong. That shit look crazy.
if I worked for Hulu, I'd be watching my back. You're like, you work for Hulu? The bro, just an intern.
You're just super promoting it. You got a Hulu shirt, Hulu hat.
Yeah.
You're just Hulu bait for Mike Tyson. Right. They're like, just walk around Mike so he can beat you up.
Hell no. We're going on from. Oh, do you have anything else to say on that one or no?
No, I'm good, bro.
I guess going on to our next story about Chick-fil-A. So a Chick-fil-A store tried to recruit volunteers who would only be paid in food.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
So a North Carolina fast food franchise is facing, or I guess Chick-fil-A is the franchise, but it's facing sharp backlash for the pay it's offering on a recent job posting. On July 26th, a Chick-fil-A location posted a job opening of sorts on its public Facebook page. In the entry, the restaurant asked for volunteers to work its drive-through, not for money, but for Chick-fil-A entrees. We are looking for volunteers for a drive-through express. Earn 5 free entrees per shift, and the parentheses is 1 hour worked. It's now been deleted since, but you can imagine the uproar that social media took with this.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, the story goes on to talk about how like the cool wrap, one of the entrees is like $7.29, and the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. So it's like, but I was kind of confused when I first read this, like, because you know how it says 5 entrees
Per
per
shift, and it says 1 hour. I was thinking like you get 5 entrees in 1 hour.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought too, right? Is that not how like it is, or no?
I think it's like it's when it says per shift. I feel like almost like you're working 5 hours and you get an entree per hour. Like I don't know.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Or
Yeah,
maybe it is a 1 hour shift and you get 5 entrees, but I don't think it's bad at all.
yeah, I would say 1 hour. I'd work 1 hour for 5 entrees, but I think you're right. Where it's like it's a 5 hour shift and you get 1 entree per hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the story goes on talking about comparing like how much money it translates to and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but they talked about how their the place was like this is Chick-fil-A was like this is all voluntary, but we still have positions, we're still hiring. So
We're still hiring, but these are volunteers.
yeah, no, there's like let's see. Here we go. Thanks for everyone's concern on this matter. The store wrote in the comments on it of its now deleted post. This is a volunteer-based opportunity, which means people can opt in to volunteer if they think it's a good fit for them. We've had multiple people sign up and enjoy doing and have done it multiple times. People who sign up for this choose it voluntarily. We are still hiring full-time and part-time team members. So if you are interested in working in our store, we pay $19 per hour.
And that's actually pretty good pay. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, we go
Yeah,
work at Chick-fil-A, $19 an hour. It's not bad.
but I know, but like 19, like why wouldn't people sign up for that instead of this volunteer?
Because they want to just get the Chick-fil-A experience without actually working for Chick-fil-A. Or maybe they just wanted food. That's free food for the day.
True. I mean, and plus you probably less like obviously less of a commitment if you're just volunteering.
Yeah.
You
You
can like
want
just
to
pick a
you
random
want to
shift whenever.
yeah, pick up random chips or cut somebody out if you want to, because it's like it doesn't come back on you. Um, this is Chick Fil A way. This is Chick Fil A way. My way is you a bit. I don't know, but yeah, it's different, you know.
It's different, dude. I mean, do you think it's like besides the whole, legal backlash and stuff about like not you can't really pay people with food and stuff like that. Like, how do you feel about it? Like,
Personally, bro, honestly, like I feel like it's up to the people. You know what I mean? If I put that out there and I say, hey, if I give you a clear idea of what we're doing as far as, hey, this is how I'm paying you, this is volunteer work, and you're okay with that, you still decide I'm going to sign up. I don't see the issue. Because you can always say no, I'm not going to do it.
right? It's not like they got hired on expecting cash and they're like, oh, we can't pay you today, but here's some food.
Right?
They
Yeah.
know what they're getting into.
Yeah, so they signed the dotted line knowing that, hey, this is what I'm here for, and people are just like free food, um, for a couple hours of work, whatever it may be. I don't see an issue with it. If you agree to it, you agree with the terms, that's on you.
So, would you do it?
No, I would not. I really want to do my job. But like, just think about it, bro. Like, okay, one thing, do they even have like uniform? Do they just have uniform in the back, like that they just trade out with people? Hey, yeah, we have a medium shirt. Here you go. Here's extra large, whatever it may be. Or they'd be like, hey, you got to bring a black shirt or a red shirt. I
Yeah,
assume.
probably just tell them red shirt, I guess. I mean, I assume when they volunteer frequently, they would give them a uniform or
Mm-hmm.
something. I wonder how much training they go through. But
Free training.
I mean, if like for one entree per hour, I probably wouldn't do it. I wouldn't consider it, but like I don't know. I get kind of see the appeal,
And
especially like it was like I don't know. They offered a little more, but
he said two entrees. Entrees in a milkshake. I'm
hey,
in.
shoot.
Well, like, bro, like one thing I'm like really thinking about is oh shit, I had it and I lost it that fucking fast. Um, yeah, I can't remember, bro. I was thinking about, oh, no, 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 nope, that wasn't it. I really lost it that fast.
But yeah, it says after carefully reviewing claims and other details brought to our attention, as you possible, we have decided to stop this program and not move forward any further. So apparently, they did stop the program.
I
Um,
remember. Sorry, pause on what you're about to say. So I would do this just to get experience and put it on my resume.
I'm
I I would
dead.
just, I would just say if that was like your career path for whatever reason, like just to get that little bit of experience of how it is to work in a restaurant. I don't know if you'll be a cook or anything, but shit, even a little bit of experience will probably help you. Be like, hey, look, I worked at Chick-fil-A. Bam.
Wait,
Am
would
I-
would you put it under like work experience or volunteer? Like, because you know how some resumes they have a spot for a volunteer.
I
What
probably
you
do.
done?
I probably put it as work. It's volunteer, but shit, I still know it.
I'm
You know
still
what I
working
mean?
my ass off.
I still worked. Um, Only because like I think about nowadays how all these jobs want, they'll be like, oh, it's entry level, but we want you to have 6 degrees and have years and years of experience, and it's just crazy. Like, so if there was an opportunity to work somewhere and just you work there for a little bit of time for a day and just get some type of experience just so you put it on your resume, why not? You know? It's a new skill that you didn't know that you know now.
I get what you're saying, but definitely would want some pay instead of.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm not taking away from that, but if you had to skip the interview process and all that stuff just to get some experience, I don't see why. It's a not a bad opportunity to learn.
I heard like I was thinking about how you're less committed to Chick-fil-A, or if you're like kind of just volunteering every now and then. I think I heard somewhere where like Target has something like that where you can like you just have to work at least one shift a month. You can just pick up random shifts, but it has to be at least once a month.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting just because people have busy lives, so like just to be able to work different areas and kind of like pick up random shifts here and there.
Yeah,
I don't think that'd be bad, but
yeah, definitely wouldn't be horrible, but
obviously it's not like as secure, I guess you'd say. I'm pretty sure you'd
yeah.
be like the first to be let go of.
Oh yeah, most
That's the
definitely.
cuts had to come
If
around. But
anybody has to be let go, but what are you losing if you lose a day of Target? You're not getting anything from Target from doing that. You're not getting benefits. You're like maybe I don't even know if you even get like discounts because you're only working a day.
hmm probably, I don't know, probably not.
Most
I remember at Ross, they were like, some people stayed on to work like I think either once a week or once every 2 weeks, just so they can get that discount continuously. So,
Yeah, no, I remember when I worked at Walmart, like you could not you couldn't even get discounts unless you were working like I think at least 25 hours a week. Like you have to be at least over that to even get considered a discount, and you don't even get the full discount as a full employee would. It, I don't know.
was it a good discount or no?
Yeah, it was alright. It was good on the days where they get like the real employee discounts where you get like 30% off or like 25% off your stuff. I think they have one day where you actually get like 50% off of your purchase, which is actually really good.
Yeah, I know Ross had I think it was a day where they had 30% off, or was it 40? I can't remember, but good times. And
Right?
there's always that one thing where it's like, you can't buy for other people, but you
Oh
can buy
yeah,
gifts for other people.
it's
It's
just
a
stupid.
weird thing.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
It's like, hey, bro, what you want? I got you. It's just one of those things. And most of the cashiers, like, they didn't really care what you're buying, anyways. So, but
It's like, bro, I know you're here to buy stuff for other people. Yeah.
but I guess going on to our next story, going all the way to Utah. A Utah
Utah.
man, a Utah man arrested after cops say spider killing attempt results in wildfire. I like how they start off the story. Like, I'm just gonna read you the first paragraph. They just come after this guy. Corey Martin was arrested for possession of drugs in addition to starting a wildfire in Utah. So like, we gotta let you guys know that he was on drugs.
Tripping, bro.
I know,
Literally.
right? So let's see. Fire personnel told the officers they spoke with a man named Corey Martin, who said he had started the fire, according to the outlet. Martin said he had found a spider on the mountain and was trying to burn it with a lighter, and as a result, a nearby bush caught on fire and the flames began to spread. Um,
Stupid.
yeah, I think, but by the time several fire agencies contained 90% of the fire on Wednesday morning, 60 acres have been burnt. So
That's a lot of fucking land.
that's a lot of land, bro. Just for one, that spider better be dead,
That spider probably still alive. Just probably walked the other way.
right? Like, it's crazy because I think we had another story like this for the house, right?
Yeah.
They were trying
When
to get rid of the snake
they're
or
trying to
something.
kill get rid of the snakes, and I think they're saying the snake's probably still alive.
Bro, people, and like, obviously you don't want snakes in your house. I kind of get, trying to get rid of them. Should have been a little smart about that situation, but like this one, it's like, bro, this is
You're
biting
in
you
his home.
outside. You in the
See,
mountain.
you in his home. But
Like,
honest, I really think it's probably just some stoner, probably just like I'm gonna burn this spider. and probably really chasing the spider down, trying to burn it, as if like the spider is gonna stay still.
Right? Like some pyromaniac or some shit. But I mean, bro, you could have just took off your shoe and killed it or something.
Or just left it alone. Just go the
Yeah,
other way.
right? Just
Like
leave it alone, bro.
it doesn't seem like the spider was messing with him at all. It's like you're literally going and chasing this spider and trying to set it on fire. Like
Right? It's
he
not
should have got
like
more than what he got in trouble for.
right. And I'm sure from what it seems like, I don't think he had like he was scared of spiders because if you're scared of spiders, you're not gonna try to kill one. I feel like. Would you be too? Do people like what was it,
I don't.
arachnophobia?
Oh yeah, I guess if you're talking about like really fearful of them, maybe not. Because I don't like spiders whatsoever, but I'll kill them.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. So, but I
But
don't
I'm
know.
not. Yeah,
I
I
think I would have
don't.
left that spider alone. That's what I'm trying to say.
Could always just got in his car and went home.
But we're
But
gonna talk
shame.
about. You think his car is just around the corner?
Shit, probably
But
he's
bro, 60 acres, that's a lot. Like, obviously, I don't think he knew, like, was expecting this to happen. That,
obviously.
it kind of sucks, though.
I always think about when wildfires do start, like how people react to them, because I feel like my initial reaction would be put it out, but a lot of people's reactions are like, I need to get out of here, and it's like, well, if you just put it out, you don't have to worry about it or worry about it spreading. At least try to put it out before it gets too big. But some people are like, oh shit, and they just dip out, and it's like, well, I don't want to get in trouble for it. Or and then in his case, why didn't he just like throw the weed over there too? Like
Right.
they would have never found it if it was burnt. Like I don't know. He said, I'm not getting rid of my good weed.
He said, I'm keeping this shit.
It's just
But
crazy.
only you can prevent forest fires.
Say that again. You sound like a monster, bro. Only a little one.
Is that what's that one guy? It was a Yogi the Bear? No, not Yogi the Bear. Smokey the Bear. Yeah, he's like only you can prevent. Is it forest fires or does he say wildfires?
It's one of the two. I think it's forest fires. Well, that's a good question. I think it's one of those. It's one of the two. Only you can prevent fires. It's just all categories.
But yeah, so stay away from drugs. Don't try to kill a fire. Don't try to kill a spider with a lighter.
Is that what we got out of this? Okay, just stay away from drugs.
Yeah, don't go hiking. There you go. That's another one.
Stay away from drugs. You might go to jail. But honestly, I don't know how much time we have left. But I guess I can read this next story. Um, yeah, Vic kind of fucked us on this time because I don't know exactly when he cut out.
Yeah, like low key, I was like, I don't know. I should go on to this next story, and I feel like we're around.
We have
I
to
don't
get close because you were out for probably about like 15, almost 20 minutes.
know.
Um, and we're about almost there. So I'm gonna read this story. I guess it will make this our last story, and we'll go from there. Shit, did I just lose the story? I think so. Hold on, give me 1 second, you guys. All right, cool. So this story is labeled "TikTok got me fired." So this woman lost her job after she discussed her salary online, and it's infuriating. Internet meet Lexi Larson, a 25-year-old senior account manager in Denver, Colorado, who took to TikTok to share her exciting news. She recently started a job in the tech industry, and her yearly salary saw a $40,000 boost. $40,000 boost. That's almost how much I get paid now. Um, so though Commodores praise Lexi's openness about her career change, salary negotiations, and life in tech industry, she says it was those now deleted videos that led to her being fired. So TikTok got me fired. Lexi explained in the since deleted video that had garnered over 1 million views. A couple weeks ago, I started sharing about how I got my job in the tech industry. Well, I don't work at that job anymore because they fired me. So it said I had to sign a bunch of stuff. So I'm like really nervous about going too far into detail here, but basically my employer found my TikToks and really, really did not like that I was sharing my salary and stuff like that. Even though I am very aware that talking about salary is federally protected, you can't get fired for that. I did take all those videos down just because, they were my employers and I didn't want them to be mad at me or like me at something. Um, but it says, but then late, like 2 days later, after they talked to me about my TikTok account, they ended up firing me because they said I said because they said me having this account was a security concern because I could post anything private about the company on my TikTok account. She said, and I did specifically ask, have I broken any policies? Have I posted anything on TikTok that's a security concern? And they said, not at this time. I have that she had not, but it could happen at any time in the future. So they're not going to take the risk and just get rid of her. So, Vic, who is in the wrong and who is in the right?
I definitely the companies that I would say is in the wrong. Um, you know, I feel like talking about salary has always been one of those things where you're
It's
not
almost like
supposed
the
to talk
no
about.
no for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason, but I do feel like I feel like we're getting away from that. Like this generation's kind of getting away from that, which is a good thing. Um,
I definitely think you should discuss salaries.
yeah, I mean, like if we're doing the same job, like you shouldn't be like getting a significant amount more than me, like. And if that's happening, then I want to be like I don't know, like I wouldn't want that to happen. Um, it kind of sucks because if a job wants to fire you, even though you didn't technically like you said she's protected, like talking about salaries, what federally protected,
Yeah, it's
whatever,
federally protected.
they're gonna find a way to fire you regardless if they don't like that, which kind of sucks. But um, I don't know.
Companies seem to do that a lot. They like indirectly retaliate. Well, it is a form of retaliation because they don't like something you did, so they start finding stuff about like what you're doing and fire you for that thing. Um, and it's just it sucks how that works, but some companies are just crazy. Hopefully she can get her I won't say necessarily work for the company again, but get something out of being fired from the company because of
Yeah,
this.
I usually feel like whenever something like that happens, and maybe like another company saw it on TikTok because this video kind of went viral a little bit,
Yeah.
and then a company that sees this, might be like, oh, well, we're not like that. Like, we don't really care if you talk about salaries. We're open about salary over here. We got a position. I felt like she might get a job out of that. I mean, I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
too sure what she did, but
It it seems like a lot of times when things go viral, like better opportunities always get brought to the attention.
yeah,
Um, and in this case, it's just weird because I think about my job. Like my job is super frowned upon to talk about salaries. Like
yeah, same.
you talk to even if you're bringing it up with the supervisor around, they're like, "Oh no, I can't hear, I can't listen," blah blah blah, and it's like, well, technically you can, and technically we can talk about it because it is federally protected. Whether y'all like it or not, we could do that. Um, Now I personally don't like to talk about my salary too much, just for my own. I don't know. I just don't like going around when people are like, "Oh, you make this much," and they feel like you're not doing that much or whatever it is, and it becomes a problem to other people for your amount of money you make. But nobody ever takes into account that should I been here a lot longer than you? I do a lot more than you, like a lot more than you think I do, and things of that nature. Um,
Yeah, and then I get what you're saying, and I don't want to be like, I want to tell someone, and then they go home and be like, well, Vic said he makes this much, and
exactly, and that's the last thing I wanted somebody to use my name and try to use it to their benefit. Then it's like, dang, now they're looking at me like, okay, well, we gotta get rid of this guy because he's bladdermouth, whatever it may be. It's just,
yeah.
oh, you're trying to be fair? Nonsense. That's not allowed in this company. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I definitely got that email, like just a generic email that everyone gets, about like salaries, like don't mention or don't talk about salaries.
Hmm.
Kind of keep it to yourself essentially, which is it's crazy.
Yeah,
But
it's crazy that they even sent that out. You know, But yeah, it's like kind of one of those unwritten rules that are just we follow just because we've been told to follow it.
Yeah,
And
and I do feel like a lot of people are kind of scared to talk about it because they don't want it, because they know a lot of companies are frown upon it, and even though they're kind of scared that something's gonna happen to them,
yeah,
which in this case it did, you know.
hey, it did, but she also probably got a lot from it. It's just killed me like the fact that like the premeditated like notion that she was gonna do something wrong, so we got rid of her before she did it.
Right,
They're like, oh, you're gonna give away like our secrets, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do this stuff, reveal stuff you're not supposed to be revealing. It's like, but have I? And it's like, no, you haven't, but I have a feeling you will. So bye. It's just that's just ridiculous to me. Like you
right.
can't
And I
you
wonder,
can't fire somebody like for that.
like she just got hired on too. Like she probably doesn't even know her coworkers. She's not going around telling her coworkers. I mean, obviously, I know it's on TikTok, so it's public, but she's discussing this with like not. She's not talking about it. I don't know. I feel like it's different that she's not talking about it with her coworkers and going around asking how much you get paid and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Well, probably shouldn't do it no more. I just playing. But I definitely like that's one thing I do want to hear from you guys also. Like, let us know what you think about the whole salary thing. Like, do you feel like people should say something about their salaries? Or should they talk about it? Should we frown upon? What do you get out of it? There is the whole aspect that if we get hired for the same job, there's no reason that you should be getting paid 5,000 more than me or whatever it is more than I am, and we started at the same exact time
yeah,
doing.
that,
You know,
well,
like
yeah. Then like yeah, I know what you're saying, but then like also hey, like we're technically have the same job, but I do whatever you're doing, or I feel like I'm doing more than you,
or
or
doing it better or at a different standard, whatever it may be.
yeah, like you're
I
not putting
understand
me
that.
on weight. So like I get what you're saying,
Yeah. But
but
and I think and another thing with that being said, I just feel like if you are talking about salaries, a big thing is, hey, you can bring up salaries without bringing up somebody's name. Um
yeah,
whether
that's
it's
yeah, for
like,
sure.
I ain't got to say Vic said this. I could be like, I was told this. Um and or whatever it may be, or I did some research and I saw that this position pays this much and I'm getting paid this much, or whatever it may be. But you don't have to go and be like, oh, that person said this, because
Mhm.
I've had people ask me like, how much do you make, or how much does your position make? Shit, I don't know. I just know how much I make, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I do feel like we are getting away from it though. So
Yeah, this new generation is different, man. I speak
everything,
about it a lot with like Kayla's dad and like Kayla. This new generation is a lot different than we grew up, because we grew up from the generations of like the parents who, man, you work every day, you work your ass off, um, and that's how you get what you want in life. And then we kind of became a product of that. And then now the kids of this day are like, okay, well, I can make money doing my own thing. And now it's gaming, now it's freelancing, now it's all these other jobs, entrepreneurs, and they're against working for the man. And that's why we have such a big job shortage, because these kids nowadays don't give a damn. Like, they'll work for you, and if they don't like it, they'll just quit.
they
you
on
know
they gone.
they're gone like that, because they'll just go find another job. I've seen it happen so many times. So it's just it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned this before, but I feel like everything's just so transparent now. Like, um, with like the older generations, I know they were. I feel like they were always talking about how not to talk about like religion and politics and how much you make.
Yep.
This new generation, like, it's so transparent. So like you can look this up easily. You go to videos, TikTok. You can see TikToks about people talking about different things, and everything's just out there and so available to us that like we can get that information quickly.
Super
And
accessible.
so
Yep.
it's a new world.
It's a new world. I'm curious on
And
how to see
it's changing
how
daily. So
I'm curious to see how the world's gonna be in like 30 years.
I know.
Yeah, it's gonna be completely different.
Yeah, like, I'm thinking about like the world that like Ava's gonna grow up into. It's crazy because you don't know if it's gonna be good or bad, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, honestly,
But I have a little faith. I have a little faith in humanity
Taco
still.
Bell gonna be Taco Express. You're gonna have to pick it. You have to pick it up from somebody's crib and go. That
You're gonna be
shit's gonna be
throwing like,
crazy.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy. We don't even know, bro. Technology is taking off. But
So I got a work from home job. I'm cooking at home, and then somebody comes and picks us up.
hey, I can see that. You might be onto something. Cut that part out.
I'm dead.
We're gonna do it. I just
Yeah, but that's all I had to say, Vic. Do you have anything else to add? Well, before you have anything else to add to the story? Let me say that.
the story. No, that's about it. I mean, I said my what I had to say.
Cool. I had to cut Vic off because I know he was about to go straight into the outro.
I was about to.
Yeah, but before he does do that, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you guys. Appreciate you guys watching and listening. If you're still listening now, please click on that like, subscribe button, and that bell notification so every time we post, you get notified. And now, Vic, you got your closing remarks.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at nowhearmeout.kv.
KV.
Okay, I kind of stole your KB away from you. No, but go ahead and email us any story or question suggestions you have at nowhearmeout.kv
KV.
at gmail.com. Follow and subscribe on YouTube at Chris and Vic parentheses NHMO.
NHMO.
Go ahead and leave those 5 stars in that Apple review.
5 stars.
Follow me on TikTok at WeirdVic_flips and follow the podcast on TikTok at Now Hear Me Out Podcast.
And you guys can follow me on Instagram at Beast Mode Chris, where the E's are threes. That's Beast Mode Chris, where the E's are threes. Thank you guys for listening and listening to us like always and hearing us out. And we will catch you guys. Well, I can't say next week. Next week we are actually not going to be shooting an episode because I have a Chris Brown concert to go to. So we'll see you guys next time whenever we see y'all. We might shoot the episode on Wednesday. That probably might work. Maybe.
That's whatever.
Yeah, so if we shoot a week episode next week, you'll see it. If we don't, it'll be the week after. But thank you guys again for listening, and we are out of here. Peace.